Okay, hello all. Hope this is in live. Just Pankaj, just cross check whether it is coming live in the YouTube.
Okay, sir.
Yeah,
It's
today
trying to
we
open.
are going to understand one super important concept in JavaScript. Of course, we have learned reduce method, and we are going to solve one interesting question. Okay. I already explained the question in the last session.
It is live, sir.
Okay. If anyone is watching the live, just click on that like button. Just to reach more people, okay, and focus on the subject. So I will explain the question one more time, and if you are able to and pause the video, who are watching this video, just pause the video and try to solve it for minimum 20. Just try it for 20 or 30 minutes. Then you will get a lot of kick. Okay, and then continue. So I have given almost 24 more than 24 hours time to our student. That's why I will ask them to write quickly. Okay. So the question is, we have employee details. We have employee details, and we have first name, last name, and salary, and the location. So here I need output based on this input array. So we need how many employees are from Hyderabad, and how many employees are from Bangalore, how many employees are from Pune. So okay, we need output like this. So even the clue is you can use a reduce method and achieve this. Okay, team. I think you got enough time, right? Did anyone solve this one? Did you get a chance to solve this question? If yes, just explain me how. Okay, no problem. I don't want to trouble you. Shall I explain?
Yes, sir.
Everyone,
Yes,
ready?
yes, sir. Yes, sir.
This is the most interesting thing. Okay, I'm not going to write just a simple solution. Okay, we are going to learn some interesting things before solving this question. Okay? What are the useful things, useful techniques to solve this thing? Okay, I'm just minimizing this one. Okay, everyone knows that. Suppose if I have an array, constant array, so 10, 20, 30, 10, 20, 30. So if I want to add a new item, we know that array dot push, and you can give a 40. It's easy, right? It's easy. Everyone knows that. So suppose I have an object. Okay, suppose a student. So, so I have, suppose I'm just giving A value as 10, the B value as 20. So if you want to add, suppose here this is the initial array. This is the initial array, and if you want to add, you have a push method. You are adding easily. But how you can add few more properties for the student? Tell me. If you want to add a property C30, how you will add? Tell me, it's easy.
साला को बोलने नहीं जा.
Tell me. You can use any kind of technique, but tell me the solution. I want to add a new property to the existing student. But don't tell me that Raghu just add like this. Okay. Not like this. Apart from this technique, so I want to add in the next line, whatever you can do. Just to add a new property to the existing object. Don't know?
So we can use a spread operator, and then after that we use C is equal to 30.
Store in other way.
Spread operator?
Yes.
Okay, constant. Tell me. Suppose if you use a spread operator, like you need to do like this, student, because we need to add to the same student, right? So you are going to write like this, C colon 30. Yes, yes or no?
Yes, sir. Once
I'm asking. This is your thought, right? Whether it is right
I
or wrong,
think,
let's say.
I think maybe it will not.
No,
It will give error.
what saying? Okay, this is a constant, right? Okay, no problem. Let
Constant, no?
let hold on. That's not coming.
Yeah. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. But is there any other simple technique? Because here you're using student is equal to object, and again using a spread operator, SQL. That is the complex thing. Any simple thing. Okay, if you don't know the answer, means you are just watching the video and you are just practicing in the same way which I'm explaining. So, but the actual learning is, because it's not possible for any trainer or anyone to explain each and every topic. So reading the documentation, okay, and solving the different kind of questions, that's matters actually. Of course, this will help you up to some extent. But if you want to become a really the professional programmer, you should start reading the documentation and you should start doing some simple coding challenges. You should attempt some simple entry questions. Then it's easy. Okay, no problem. This is a very simple thing. Okay, can I tell you, everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay,
sir.
yeah.
Yes, sir.
Simple. Student dot C is equal to 30. Let's see whether working or not. Okay,
Working, sir.
it's a very simple one, right? You didn't get a chance to look into this thing. You didn't try to add a new property to the object, maybe. Okay, but this is the simplest way, and I will tell you one more simplest way. Okay, one more simplest way that is going to be very useful in many occasions whenever we are going to solve the complex things. That technique, okay, when this technique which I am going to explain, that is very simple actually. Maybe most of you already know or watching this video by mistake. If you're watching this video, maybe you know that. So even we can add like this also. Suppose d equal to 40. Okay, like array, maybe you can Raghu, this is object, right? This is object. Okay, but with this syntax as well, we can add a new property to a object. Let's see whether we have C and D are there in the object or not. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Do you like this technique?
Yes, sir.
I like
Just
earlier
wait.
one.
Just wait. And I will tell you few more interesting things. Suppose suppose I want to give a some property name. Okay, I'm just saying like prop name. Here, this is like location. Observe carefully. If I do student of prop name equal to Hyderabad, whether it will work or it will throw an error. So my expectation is, okay, we have already property A10, B20, okay, A10, B20, and C as 30, D as 40. Now location Hyderabad. So just guess it whether it will throw an error or it will. Is it fine? Is it fine? Guess it. No problem. Work or error?
I guess it will work.
Work.
Yes, sir. Work.
Sure.
I guess.
What? Working or not?
Yeah, working.
That's why I love JavaScript actually. So every day, even we thought that okay, I'm just learning from JavaScript from 6 months. So definitely we can get some twists and turns in the next day. So lots of things are there in JavaScript. Okay, understood this one, everyone?
Sir, in
Understood, sir.
place of option, you can directly give location.
Yeah, you can give
Yes, sir.
because already have given D right for
Yes,
string.
yes.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
yeah. I will tell you one more thing. Okay, one more technique because sometimes I didn't get a chance to explain for this batch. Previously, we have covered. Suppose this is there now. This is there. I think Pankaj knows this technique. Okay, we can use backticks. Do you know backticks?
Yes, sir.
And then we can, if we want to add any variable information,
Yes.
what will happen? It will add the value which is there in the property name into this string. Okay, it will form a string. Okay, I think this is called string interpolation, right? If I'm not wrong, this is very important technique. Okay, like this also we can do it. So I have given like four simple techniques. Okay, student.c, and even with square brackets, you can mention property name in a double quotation or even single quotation, doesn't matter. It will consider as a prop. So I'm just giving so how much time do you need to practice this one? Because if you want to understand what we are going to write in next 10 15 minutes, you should have a done a practice, otherwise it's very difficult. Okay, are you ready to do a practice for 10 minutes? Yes or no? If you join with the mobile, we can't do anything. Yeah,
Yes, we can.
Yes, sir.
yes, yes, sir. Please do practice now itself. Now itself, you should do practice because if you want to understand how to solve this one, observe carefully here also, right? Here we need an object, right? Hyderabad 3, Bangalore 1, Pune 2. That means we are adding properties and values dynamically to an object. So if you want to understand that logic, you should have some practice here. So please do all these techniques. Right now it's 1:54. I will give you for 10 minutes. I will give 10 minutes. And just give me confirmation that once you have done a practice, then we can go for it. Meanwhile, I will just check if anyone is there.
Sir, which thing we have to practice about this backticks?
Everything,
Okay, everything you taught right now.
all four techniques. Now we have India versus Pakistan match in next 1 hour. By the time we can finish.
Yes, sir. I'm eagerly wait for this moment.
Uh, if I send you the notification that we have a session at after 3 o'clock, you will kill me.
No, sir. But I will join the session, but simultaneously I will also watch the.
No, no, because it's not possible for me to conduct the session because I will watch the
Uh, yeah, you are also a big fan.
one day match, na.
One day match.
This is something crazy. Watching me on this is Saturday, so not expecting. Okay, done. Yes, he is back. Okay, just let me know once if you have done. Done. Done, 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 done. Yes,
Done,
Sujay.
sir.
Let me know
Done.
now. How can I know whether you have completed or not? Okay, shall we proceed?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So now, hopefully you have done a practice, right? I will ask simple questions now. Just give me some answers. Okay, if I do, if student dot c, what will happen? Yeah, tell me quickly. What's the output for this one? Simple one. Whether it will throw an error or it will print yes or it will print no.
Yes.
No, maybe no, sir. It is no, sir.
No.
Yes, no, sir.
Okay, Pankaj, why you are thinking like it's going to print yes?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking it was written. We have given C is also there.
So what is the value here? Student.c means
There is no value. No, sir. False. False value.
False. Zero. False
whether
value.
it is a false or null or undefined or some what it is.
Undefined.
Uh,
Yeah.
So if it is undefined, so
No.
naturally it will treat as a negative value. So it will
I thought, sir, you have already given earlier a C value, so that's why it will give.
no, that's why
Yes.
you should check always the screen.
Okay. Okay, sir.
In interviews also suddenly they will change the code. Okay, they will change something like that and just tell me the answer. Don't think that. Okay, I think recently I have given some question. He said he has given wrong answer and he said why you have given wrong answer means, sir, I thought it is 5,000. Okay, but I have given only 500. He said I thought it is a 5,000. But okay, I accepted that because most of the times interviewers don't give a positive feedback if we do those kind of silly mistakes. Okay, of course, this is not an interview, but remember that point. So it's right. So now I'm doing one thing. Just let me know if student.c what I'm doing. Okay, something interesting. Okay, what will be the output?
I think it will insert the C value. C colon 1.
Sure. So student okay, A 10, B 20, and C will be 1.
Yes, sir. I'm thinking.
Sure.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Remaining people,
Same answer, sir.
same answers. Okay. Perfect. So now I'm changing the code. Okay. Observe carefully. So now what is the output?
Maybe C value will be increment by 1. 4. C value will be 4.
Maybe or you're sure.
Sure, sir.
Okay. Remaining people,
Same, sir.
same.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Fantastic. So now I'm doing a small change here. I'm just removing plus plus here. I'm just putting plus plus here. Now student of C plus plus.
I think three only.
Only or the property will be C plus plus. Something crazy. Let's see. What it is? 3. What's the difference
Yes, sir.
between putting this plus plus before and after?
3.
Pre-increment and post-increment.
Yes. So we do plus plus. First, it will increment the value, then only it will assign, right? Prefix and post. I hope everyone knows this basic. Okay. So now this is enough. This is enough. Okay. Whatever I have told you, this is enough. This is enough to solve this question. I just given us some background work. So now I told you all the techniques. I told you all the techniques. So now is it possible for you to solve this one with the help of reduce method? Because if you understand reduce and if you understand what we have discussed so far, if you just mix up things and use the techniques in a proper time and position, you will get the answer. So, are you ready to try or can I explain? But definitely, after 1 week, we are going to start coding challenges. At the time, you should try for 30 minutes. Then only I will explain the answer. Okay. Otherwise, we can't learn. Okay. We should improve our logical thinking and problem solving skills. Okay, it's already at 2:11 and we need to watch the India versus Pakistan match. That's why today you are the luckiest fellows. Okay. Can I explain?
Yes, sir.
The same techniques. Okay, now tell me. Hopefully, you have remembered reduce method, right? How reduce will work. Here, observe carefully. We are getting the count, right? We are getting the count. And this value, location value is going to be the key for the result. So now tell me, what is the reduce method? How to use the reduce method? Constant output employees dot
Reduce
Reduce
reduce. Okay,
two
in the
parameters.
reduce, what are the important things?
accumulator and a variable.
First callback function and initial
Authorization.
value. Right now,
Initial
tell
value.
me what will be the initial value?
Object,
It's
sir.
an empty object.
Object.
Yes, because our result already we know the expectation, right? We should have an object. So, what is the initial value? Nothing. It's an empty object. Empty object. And here, two things are very important. One is accumulator. Another one is,
Current.
Current value.
and one more thing is very important. Tell me what it is.
Condition.
Okay, logic. Then
Return
return. We should not forget return, right? What we need to return?
accumulator.
Accumulator.
Okay, this is the template, right?
Yes.
Or reduce accumulator item, and we should definitely return from each and every callback function and this initial value. So this initial value will be changed according to the expected result. So this is what our expected result, that should be an object. That's why initially we have given object. Now what we need to do, we need to write the logic actually. So here observe carefully. So what we need to check, if he is from Hyderabad, if item dot location, right? Item dot location is Hyderabad, then what we need to do? Initially, we should create a new property and we should give a count as 1, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
And if we got this Hyderabad again, what we need to do? We need to increment the count.
Incremental. Yes.
And we understand how to create a new property, right? Just now.
Yes, sir.
So our expectation is this value of the location Hyderabad should be the property here, Bangalore should be the property here, Pune should be the property. So we can add a new property based on this value. So observe carefully how I'm writing. So now I'm just checking if so what we need to check here, item dot
Item of location.
Location.
location. So here we need to check accumulator, right? Observe carefully. So how the flow will work. So when for the first callback function, what is the item dot location?
Hyderabad.
Hmm?
Hyderabad.
Hyderabad. First callback function, because the reduce is going to apply this callback function on each and every item or not. Yes, right? Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So first, it will see item dot location. What it is? Hyderabad.
Hyderabad.
So
So
why will you write inside array item dot location
yeah,
ACC?
because we need to create a new object, right?
Okay,
We need to check whether this Hyderabad is already there or not, right? Initially,
okay.
we don't have a Hyderabad property in that empty object, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just checking,
Accumulator is nothing but a previous value, right?
yeah, initial value, previous value, future
Previous
value,
value.
this empty object. Initially, this is the empty object. Okay, now I'm checking.
So firstly, it will go to the like first element, like first name, Kirti, like this, na accumulator.
Hmm.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Okay, okay. Let me draw the diagram.
Yes, there is a confusion.
Yeah, yeah.
How reduce will work like this?
If we learn too much, we will lose the basics sometimes. So I will just draw the three callback functions so that remaining thing you can understand easily. Okay. So now we should have a accumulator right here on top. What is accumulator here?
Empty
This
object.
Empty object.
Just take me there. This is empty object. Okay, now what is the first item?
first
Uh,
name
First name. So right now we are focusing on the location, right? So we are just checking the locations only. The question is like we need how many people are there from Hyderabad, how many people are there from Bangalore. Okay. So initially, suppose if you have a confusion, I will do one thing. So initially, I will put like this. Okay, Hyderabad how many?
zero
0.
Bangalore zero.
zero zero.
This is good, right? Yes or
Yes, sir.
no?
If the value is present in accumulator, then it will increment. Right? It
Otherwise,
will check the accumulator value. Yes, sir.
yeah. So now for this one, if item dot location, what it is? Hyderabad, right? For the first iteration.
Yes, yes, sir. Hyderabad
So if it is true, what it will do?
will increment.
We should increment the value, right?
Yes, sir.
Accumulator of. So it's somewhat tricky, no problem. But just observe properly, you will understand. So what you need to do? What is the previous value? You need
Zero.
to increment. If it is a 0, we should go for 1. If it is 1, we should do prefix and then add it, right? Is it perfect?
Yes, sir.
Now,
Yes, sir.
let's see the output. Console.log. What happened? We did some mistake. Item location Hyderabad. Okay, that is 0, right? Observe carefully. So initial value, what it is? 0, right?
Yes.
0 means true or false?
False.
False. That's why it
False.
is not executing, right?
Yes.
Yeah. If it is false, okay, no problem. If it is 0, what we need to do?
Put it as 1.
Yes, that's it. Equal to 1. If it is 0, we should put it 1. If it is already there, it will enter into that if block. It will automatically increment. Got it or not?
Mm.
So it will take some time to digest this logic. Fully understand?
Yes, sir.
So observe carefully one more thing. Even if you don't add this one, still it will work same or not. Yes or no? I will tell you with some example again. Okay. Constant student equal to A10, right? B 20. So if you do student dot C is equal to 30, whether it is working or not, whether it is adding new property or not.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it will add.
So here it is adding, right? Here only it will do the same thing, right? So we don't have a property and you are doing same thing, right? Accumulator item dot location, accumulator of Hyderabad is equal to 1. Whether if the property is not there in that object, it is going to create a new property, right? Observe carefully, observe carefully. Initially, the object is empty, right?
Yes, sir.
Accumulator. So in the first accumulator of item dot location, is it true or false?
If empty, it is false.
False. So then it comes to the else block, right? In the else block, if you do this one, accumulator dot Hyderabad equal to 1. What will happen? Whether
It
it will
will
create a
insert
new,
Hyderabad value as one.
yes, it will create a new property and it will assign a value as 1, right? For the empty
Yes.
object.
Yes.
So we have learned other techniques, right? Fine. Is it same or not?
Yes, sir.
Now item dot location equal to 1. Is it same or not?
Yes, sir.
So because this is not possible because accumulated this is, we are hard coding, right? So if you want to take the dynamic value that is there in the item dot location, you can use this syntax. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Sure. Understood or not? It
And
is
if
it
not,
will,
we are
Yes.
checking the accumulator empty object, whether the value is there or not. We are checking the empty object. If it is there, then we are incrementing, or else we are assigning the value as one, right, sir?
yeah, we're assigning the value because it's an empty object. It's an empty object and you are assigning some value. What it will do? It will create a new property and it will assign the value, or right?
Yeah, yeah, got it.
Yes, sir. Got it.
So if you have a problem, we can do the same thing again. Okay, here. So initially empty, right? Okay, right?
Yes.
So student dot Hyderabad. Suppose what's that? Employees, right? Employees. EMP. EMP dot Hyderabad is equal to 1. This is proper syntax, right? We know, but we can't do hard coding. So that what we can do? Employee of Hyderabad equal to 1. So even this is also hard coding, right? So we are getting that value from an item, right? So employee 1 we are doing, but we don't know the property name. So that we are taking from item dot location. If
Look,
it is a Hyderabad, it is Hyderabad. If it is a Chennai, it is a Chennai. If it is a Pune, as simple as that. But that's why I'm saying these fundamentals are very 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 important. Okay. Now even if you add few more details, okay, sure, observe carefully, working or not.
Yes, sir.
Hyderabad 6, Pune 4, Bangalore 2. So this is the most important thing. Yeah, sometimes just remember this is the important question. That's it. Whenever you are going for an interview, maybe they don't ask the same question, but there is a high chance that they can ask similar question. Okay, normally they don't ask these kind of questions for freshers. Even they don't ask these kind of questions for 1 2 years of experience people. But by mistake, if they have asked this question for a fresher or 2 years experience or 3 years experience, if you are able to solve this one, you will give an offer letter. But at least you will he will get a very good impression, right? You'll understand that okay, many people I'm saying many people can't solve this one because it's not that much easy to understand the reduce logic. On top of that, it's not that much easy to convert this object into like this one, right? So calculating the total is very simple, and finding the maximum number from an array is somewhat difficult. This is more difficult, but if you are able to understand these kind of examples, you will get more confidence and you can succeed. Now tell me clearly, understood or not? Clearly,
Yes, sir. Understood.
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah. But do practice. Okay. Now tell me, if you don't do practice this one, if you don't revise this concept, in how many days we will forget?
1 or 2 days.
Yeah, especially this logic. If we don't revise, easily we can forget in next 2 3 days actually. But if you just do a regular revision and try to solve similar kind of and more complex questions, automatically everything will be there in your memory and you can solve this kind of things in minutes. So normally people will think that okay, why IIT student getting 30 lakhs or 40 lakhs as a fresher. So if we give that 30 lakhs, okay, minimum 10 minimum 10 students will work, right? But they don't take 10 people. They will take only one person from IIT, of course, who have a talent, I'm saying. That means the quality, because they are able to solve anyone. Like we should also, because even though if we didn't get a chance to study in a really great institute, but still we can do our hard work and definitely we can succeed. Okay. Yeah, it's 2:28, so I don't want to take too much time. But what we are going to learn from Monday?
Asynchronous.
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 Synchronous.
Okay, now just tell me, what will be the output for this program? Okay, sorry, I stopped sharing.
We stop sharing, sir.
Let's
I
stop
know, I
sharing,
know,
sir.
I know, I know. Anyways, now tell me. Of course, I know I didn't explain set time about all these things, but it's fine. Guess it.
231. Start 231 and
What is your answer?
start
Hmm.
2
Two.
3
Mm-hmm.
1
Mm-hmm.
and
And okay. Any other answers?
Start, end, 2, 3, 1.
oh
And
sorry, and will we come first? Sorry, I
then
forgot this
two,
thing.
three.
1
Okay.
and will come first after start.
Okay.
Sai Kumar was right.
Okay. 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 You are saying answer because you have learned at least from Akshay Saini, as Namaste JavaScript or somewhere else, so that you are able to answer, right? So, what's the concept behind these logics? Who is a superhero?
Asynchronous. Asynchronous.
Asynchronous JavaScript, event loop, callback queue, microtask queue, call stack. Okay, all these things. Okay, maybe one or Srujan is not saying any answer because he didn't get a chance to learn all those things. But I'm saying so we are going to learn how JavaScript is going to handle asynchronous things. Okay, now tell me whether JavaScript is a synchronous programming language or asynchronous programming language.
Asynchronous.
Synchronous, sir.
Synchronous programming language.
Synchronous or
Yes.
asynchronous?
Synchronous. Synchronous.
Single thread.
Okay, how many votes for synchronous?
Zero to time.
Pankaj,
Yes, I'm with synchronous.
Pawan?
Synchronous, sir.
Okay, how many are going with asynchronous? Okay. JavaScript is a synchronous and
Single thread.
Single threaded language.
single
Threading
threaded
language.
programming language. But it can handle
Asynchronous.
asynchronous
Asynchronous.
with the help of
Event loop. Microtask.
event loop. It is the most important topic. Akshay Saini has explained in a beautiful way. If you have a time, please go and watch that video in a YouTube and get ready for Monday's session. Okay. And next 1 month, we are going to focus on asynchronous Java.
India won the toss and opt to bat.
Sorry?
India won the toss and opt to bat.
Okay, then we can stop the session. Okay. Okay.
Sorry, sir. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem because I'm also eagerly waiting. Yeah, fine. Let's see on Monday at the same time, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. So next 1 month, we are going to learn the callback hell, how set timeout, set interval is working, what is event loop, and what are the promises, and what is async and await, and more important topics. Once we have learned all those things, we are absolutely ready to learn React.js, Node.js, or anything. So, okay, I will explain the plan on Monday. Thanks for joining on Saturday, actually, and enjoy the weekend India versus Pakistan match or any other things. Bye bye.